Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you the best GoPro Hero 8 Black settings for Instagram pictures and video. If that sounds good with you, let's get right into it. Okay, so if you're watching this video, my guess is you probably just went out and bought a new GoPro Hero 8 Black, or you have one, or somebody bought you one, and you want to use this little awesome piece of technology to take really cool pictures or videos for your Instagram account. So I don't want to waste too much of your time, and I want to get right into this because a lot of people mess up the settings and they try to just overcomplicate things. And one of the reasons why I started my channel here is to simplify how to use this little camera to take amazing photos and videos quickly and easily for your Instagram account. So if that sounds something you like, you should definitely subscribe and like this video. But let's talk about the setting. Let's start with photos first, because in my opinion, I believe everybody should get good at GoPro photography, because despite what people think, this is an amazing camera to take awesome pictures, especially for your Instagram account. Reason why is the GoPro community on Instagram is huge and it's engaged and it's massive. So if you're trying to grow your following or get some attention on your account, taking good GoPro photos really does that, because there's tons of GoPro hashtags to use. Now, that is a little off topic, but let's get into the actual settings. If you're trying to take photos, forget about using the burst mode, forget about doing singular photos. That is, in my opinion, a waste of time. If you want to really take good photos, go to the GoPro settings, make sure it's shooting in 2.7K, put it in the time-lapse feature, put half-second time-lapse in wide or linear mode, depending on your preference, and leave it. What this does is it takes a picture every half second, so you get a multitude of variations and you have the ability to pick and choose which photos you like and don't like. And then all you do is delete all the crap you don't like, and then you're left with the good photos. So many people don't know about the GoPro time-lapse feature. It baffles me because it makes taking photos so easy. You don't have to know how to pose. You don't have to be an amazing photographer. If you just use the basic time-lapse feature in half second, hold the camera out or point it at something and just kind of move it around a little bit. Keep it steady like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you're gonna take a bunch of photos, so when you go back in later and you're looking at all the photos on your desktop, you just pick and choose which ones you like. If you're taking selfies of yourself and you're just holding the camera up, you can just kind of put it up here, put it down here, put it over here, put it over here, go up high with it. You can just take a multitude of photos. It makes it so easy. And the best setting for that is put it in the time lapse and choose wide or linear mode half second. Now, determining between wide or linear mode is completely up to you. If you're doing selfies or you have something really good to look at, if you want to capture a lot in the frame, I would choose the wide mode. But if you're just taking pictures like you want to keep it normal, you don't want too much of a fisheye, because that's the biggest difference between wide and linear is a flat profile. It doesn't have the fisheye effect. If you like the GoPro fisheye effect and you want to get a lot of stuff in, then by all means use wide or super wide. But if you want to take a more normal wide looking photo without a fisheye effect at all, go ahead and put it in the linear mode. And again, half second time lapse, linear mode. Now, if you're going to start messing with the ISOs and the colors, I personally say don't do it. I personally think GoPro does an amazing job just with their auto settings and everything, because if you take the photo and you put it in the Lightroom and you mess with it a little bit, you end up with a really good photo for your Instagram account. I personally don't overcomplicate things by adjusting the ISO and the shutter and all the things that GoPro allows you to do. If you are more interested in doing that, there are a lot of people that talk about that, but in my opinion, I would rather get the shot than have the most absolute perfect shot. I know this goes against what most people think, but it is going on Instagram, so it's going to kill the quality a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but a good picture taken consistently posted on your Instagram account will do wonders for your social media profile, as well as create a lot of cool pictures and memories for yourself. So that is my take on GoPro photos. Now let's just recap. Use it in the half second time lapse feature, do it in wide or linear mode, and then just take a bunch of shots, take it to your computer, pick out the ones you want, send them to your editing software. I use Lightroom. I edit them up really quick in Lightroom. I have some tutorials, which I'll link below this video, on how I edit all of my GoPro photos. And it is a very simple, easy process. And I promise you, you will always get a good shot. So let's go into GoPro Hero 8 Black settings for video. Now again, I come from a very simplistic background, meaning I don't like to mess with a lot of stuff. I would rather get the shot than it be the most perfect, overly produced, crispy, everything. Yes, that is nice when that happens, But at the end of the day, if you're taking videos, I would rather have the shot than be messing with all the settings. So again, I'm a big fan of the GoPro Auto and the GoPro basic settings. Now, I know that a lot of filmmakers were like, oh, that's the stupidest thing, but I don't care. If you look at my videos, they're good. If you look at my pictures, they're really good. That's all that matters. First thing you need to know about settings for videos is never use 4K. Now again, I just pissed off all of the filmmakers and cinematographers out there. Reason being, if you have your GoPro, chances are you're a casual filmmaker or a beginner videographer, or you just want to take cool videos and you want to capture that. If you have your settings set to 4K, the footage is so big you can't even download it to a computer to edit it. You need a very powerful laptop or computer to make that work. Most people don't have that capabilities. So instead of doing 4K, make sure you are shooting in 2.7K because the file size is significantly less and you will actually be able to edit them on your computer. Again, I know that just probably made a lot of people mad, but in my opinion, 4K is useless. Nobody knows when they're watching a video on Instagram if it was shot in 1080p, 2.7K, 1440, or 4K, 6K, 8K. The average person doesn't care. At the end of the day, it's all about just getting a good shot, and that's what you should be focused on. Turning the camera on and getting a good shot. Now, GoPros thrive in bright sunlight, so being aware of the angles of the sun and things of that nature will significantly help the quality and look of your footage. When it comes to the settings, so you know we gotta be doing it at 2.7K. Again, I'm a fan of the auto, the GoPro feature. It makes it very simple for 99.8% of the world. There is that 2% of you guys out there that wanna mess with stuff and adjust the ISO and adjust the Pro Tune and do all this crazy stuff. If that's you, then you're probably not searching for the best GoPro Hero 8 Black settings on YouTube. So there are better videos for you. If you're just a simple person and you want to just use it, 2.7K, again, wide or linear mode. I like to go wide if it's more of like a POV look, if you're seeing a lot of stuff, but if you're like trying to vlog with it, if you're talking to it, if you just want to film like your son or daughter do something cool, linear mode is probably your best option because it's not going to have the big fisheye effect. That's the difference again with linear and wide. Fisheye versus no fisheye. Your choice, 100% up to you. Now, let's talk about the frames per second, or frame rate. I prefer that to shoot everything in 60 FPS. Now, a lot of people say, why shoot in that? That gives you the ability to slow it down to 30 FPS or slow it down 50% if need be, if I wanted to put a slow-mo clip in my video that I am making. Now, a lot of people don't care about that, so shooting in 60 just kind of gives you that option. If you're never ever gonna do slow-mo, you can shoot in 30. And if you know for sure you want to do something in slow-mo, you can do the 120 or the 240 or the higher setting. But for the average person, again, who just wants to get good footage from their GoPro, 2.7K, 60 FPS, shoot it in GoPro's auto mode. You will get good footage. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other settings you will see if you start messing with the settings in your GoPro. First one being low light. I personally just leave it to on because GoPros are really bad in low light. If you're trying to take videos or photos at night, just don't with a GoPro. They really suck. Have much better luck just using your iPhone. You have zoom, which I would keep it at 1 times. I wouldn't try to be zooming in with your GoPro. I don't really know why they have that feature. I think it's useless. As for hyper smooth, I always have it turned on. It's really good for image stabilization and it doesn't kill the battery too much. And then you can go into Pro Tune if you want to. This is where you can start really adjusting everything like the bit rate, the shutter speed, the white balance, the ISO minimums and maximums. And if you don't know how to do that, or if that sounds completely foreign to you, don't mess with it. Just keep it at what GoPro has it set at. It will ensure that you get good enough clips for your social media. And at the end of the day, I made this video because I want to just encourage you to just get the shot. Don't so much worry about if it's perfect in every little way. You will get better the more you put out. Quantity creates quality. So the more videos you're making, the more pictures you're putting out there, the better they will get. Okay, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that kind of simplified the settings process for you when it comes to your new GoPro Hero 8 Black, or kind of just made you get out of your own head and take it and start shooting, because that's what this is about. I want you to just put stuff out there. Quantity creates quality. Go out there and shoot. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. I produce a lot of videos related to the GoPros and how to get the most out of them in the simplest, easiest way possible. As well as on the screen right now, you are probably seeing some videos that will kind of more expand on the GoPro and how to take good photos and videos. Go ahead and click on which one you want. Kind of continue down this GoPro journey, and I appreciate you checking out my channel. Talk to you guys later. Peace.